much. And I'm from around here, so I didn't have to travel like many of the rest of them, but it's good to see you all here. First I will read the one that comes before mine by Diane Watto. Straight up, light years from Wichita, the sun meets Beta in Cassiopeia. Cross currents clear the air here, bring spring star into view on the horizon. In Michigan, a man once asked me about the Kansas wheat and the cattle. I, a child of asphalt and brick, saw more cows in Kalamazoo than ever appeared in my Kansas hometown. As for wheat, fallow fields provide fertile ground for teenage makeout sessions. Once I walked on lake shores. Now I walk on the verge of the river that nourished the people of the South Wind. Jackie Magnuson Ash. If a man asked her about Kansas wheat and cattle, she'd tell him once upon a time they paid for her Easter dresses and Christmas presents, trips to the dentist, her college degree, manure slick and underfoot and sharp sunny kernels pouring from spouts helped to tell the story vining around her, deep-rooted. But at night, crowds of stars pull her free as she stands and watches from the old corral, soil pushing up spring grasses, the fences gone now. Annalisa Lee. It is good to be free. Nests of dismantled barbed wire rust in the weeds next to the barn's burn pile. She wanted the stars to stay still, but they wouldn't. Their herds kept migrating west, and now the house is turned loose too, into the holy wind. Someone else will love it. The rider truck is packed with the armoire and chairs that wouldn't sell. After so much work, it is only at night that things touch her too deeply, like the way the golds of the field turn to silver in the moonlight, like they've lost their will to swell.
I'm Lee Mick, and we'll backtrack to page 22. And I'll read first Iris Wilkinson's poem. Somewhere in Kansas, a group of women sat round the table, telling stories of grandbabies, tornadoes, wigwams, the importance of a good bra, the Taj Mahal, being a yogini, joy, puppets, and turning ships around full stern. This does not seem at all odd. It's as natural as walking in the wind. It's as natural as waiting for the rain. Sitting around the table telling stories in Kansas is an everyday scene. Now I'll read mine. Stories shift to memories, not experienced but shared down through the generations past. From the time of children stillborn, the harshness of the winters, widespread epidemics, entire families erased. No children nor grandchildren to barefoot walk the plains to see the flight of owl or hawk, the gentle nudge between doe and fawn, the joy of spring. 3 siblings lost before great-great-grandma was granted strength to grow beyond a child's grave, so that in time to come, those years ago, Grandpa John could face the dust that blackened day, stand his ground as the ground blew away, and make his choice to stay. And that was followed by Ramona McCullum. Right now as you stand, night swirling around you, try to stretch beyond the fatigue of this drive. Let that same wind pull it from you. Roadside beads of tar flatten beneath your feet. Dark tributaries thread throughout cement like the lines across palms your ancestors read their futures by. As a child, you wondered why there were no smiles and how come color hasn't been invented yet in photos. Strangers Dad called family lined up next to what looked like a shed. How did they live there? What shape would their mouths form if they could see what we consider home? Just tonight, their stark resemblance showed up in your own face, framed within the grainy hue of the rearview mirror. More than shadowy etchings prove, their blood proves itself in you, so you carry them into tomorrow.